This is the Xion protective gear jacket, Xion PG, and it's got some upgrades this year. Last year they did a lot of upgrades and they kind of minimized the jacket for easier riding. You know, for me, most of my injuries happen on the back and in the shoulder. So, you know, that seems to be the major spot. So they kind of eliminated this front where, you know, I'm kind of back and forth as to whether or not it might be nice to have, like, you know, like a little spleen guard for those of you who still have your spleen. I do not. And, or something like that. And one of the reasons I've had a lot of injuries over the years, and I love having something like this in the line, because I'm just going to grab a jacket and give you a little idea of just the profile here. The body armor is super thin. It is, and it's not very noticeable. With this jacket on, this is a tighter fitting jacket too, semi-tight. It's an analog jacket, just kind of like a sunny day weather jacket. And you can see it's not very noticeable. So that's what I like about Xion protective gear. You don't look like you're going out to play football or hockey, but you have the kind of pads that if you hit somebody on the hill, they're going to get all the, you know, somebody hits you, they're going to get all the pain. Or if you fall, which is most likely what's going to happen, you have protection here, you have protection in the shoulders. I personally liked when the protection went up, when this was reversed and it went along the collarbone. It seemed to follow your collarbone down to about right here. But this protects more of the meaty part. I'm okay with the frozen shoulder, but I hate having surgery on my shoulder, which I've had before, and it's a real pain in the ass. Then you have a nice back protector, and this year there's a little bonus right here, and where the back protector normally ended right here, just above my pant line. You now have a little extra tailbone guard. So those are kind of the you know, one of the new things. Another thing is mesh from your pit all the way down your arm, so it's much more breathable than last year. And the last but not least, and the best thing about this, is you have thumb loops now instead of a super tight wrist gaiter that used to go right here, and it felt restricting. Now you have thumb loops if you want them. If not, it just sits nice and quietly off to the side, doesn't really get in the way of your gloves, and it just really improves the overall ride. Then you've got this little guy here, but it's a real easy on and easy off kind of thing, and it acts like a nice mid layer. But it regulates heat so well. It's so thin, it's so low profile. It's literally, I think, the best solution out there. And the only thing I'm gonna do is, you know, I love these and I wear these a lot. I feel so much more comfortable. I've fallen with these. I've hit at very high speeds where normally I would be done for the day, possibly a week or two, with bruises, not being able to walk, going to see the chiropractor and stuff like that. I've had some moments where I've fallen hard, and before I had the body armor, that was it. It was just like, okay, get up, focus, get to the car, go home or go to the hospital. It's one of those thoughts, you know, and you just let the adrenaline get you to your car. So I did that with this jacket on. I let the adrenaline take me to the car, and then I sat there at the car and I'm like, gosh, I'm not hurt. Nothing happened. Didn't even have a bruise, where normally I'd have, you know, one of those massive bruises. I fell on my lower back. So I just sat there for like 10-15 minutes and went back and went riding. And that's what I love about these jackets. Yeah, it's macho and cool to not have something like this, but man, I can ride so much more. This can save you know, a 10-day trip somewhere where you're off to somewhere super cool. You fall the first day, it might not end your trip. You might not just be that guy sitting in the lodge all fucked up and just drinking the whole time, and, you know, saying hi to your friends after they come home from just days of stoke. This could actually help keep you around. So that's what I love about Xion protective gear. I love this fit, I love this feel, I love this look, and especially like for the most thing, I mean the biggest thing is the low profile. It just, you can't get, you know, this much protection with this low of a profile. It's just all D3O. It's soft until you hit it, and then it forms an exoskeleton. So it's great. Whenever I have this on and I fall, I'm usually better off with it being on.